On this week's episode of Poker Updates Weekly Burn and Turn, we're going to talk about why most tournaments will not be using a shot clock. We will also talk about 3 poker trends that never caught on, and how you could spice up your home game, put a little bit more life back into it. And do you suffer from any of these 5 bad poker habits? Stay tuned right after this.
Welcome everybody to another exciting episode of the PokerUpdate.com Weekly Burn and Turn for the week of January 24th, 2016. I'm Robbie Straczynski.
And I'm Shimi the Fish.
Shimi the Fish. How you doing, Shim?
That's correct. I am doing awesome. How you doing?
I'm doing so
Coming
good.
off of a great last week.
Yeah.
Last episode
with
was
the new
amazing.
graphics. You guys like it?
Although I got to tell you, the graphics, I don't know how many of you noticed that it was there the entire time. I felt a little bit like Mike Wazowski. You know?
Mike Wazowski.
Monsters, Inc., you know?
Oh, right.
I'm on the calendar. They put the stamp right over their face. I was like, I'm on that.
And
yeah.
Chuck Norris was right next to you. Yeah, Don Cheadle.
I had no problem with that. You could put Chuck Norris next to me any day.
Well,
that was amazing.
What about me?
No, dude. Chuck's mine.
Okay.
That's
Okay, well, we hope you enjoy these new graphics and stuff. We keep on trying to make the weekly turn better for you guys, and that's why this week we barely prepared at all. So we've got a script, which is supposed to guide us.
Do we ever prepare?
We try. Okay, so we do sort of have topics. We have no idea. It's going to be no filter from the brain to the mouth, just coming out right in front of you
We're
guys.
just going to flow with it.
Okay,
Go
speaking
for
of
it.
flowing with it, let's jump right in. First topic. Here is why most major tournaments will not use a shot clock. Go, Shimmy, 30 seconds.
It sucks. Wait, no, don't put it. No, whoa,
You have a
whoa,
shot clock.
We're not putting a shot clock into the shot
Of
clock
course you
discussion.
can.
The reason
Meta
why we
game.
don't have a shot clock is because it's a thinking game. You need to be able to take your time.
Yeah, but some people don't think when they play poker.
Okay, granted, we're not talking about me here, okay? We're talking about professional
So
poker
you're saying
players.
you don't need a shot clock?
I don't need a shot clock.
Okay.
No, 100%. It's all gut instinct. And the way it works is you trust your instincts and you do exactly the opposite of what your instincts are telling you to do. That's how you win when you're a fish.
That's
I'm
how,
telling you.
exactly. So for the fish, if you identify yourself as a fish, first of all, follow Shimmy the Fish on Twitter, and
There
then,
you
yes, follow that advice. For the thinking poker players amongst us,
Well, you want to have some time to plan out your strategies, to plan out your moves. And I know why everyone is crazy about the shot clock, because of the main event, the final table this past year. That's the reason why this is such a hot topic.
There was a great tweet put out by Joe Stapleton. He was like, "Oh, for V Stern," with all the Z's and stuff. The guy put everybody to sleep, with all due respect. I understand millions of dollars are at stake, the GTO. Yeah. Okay, but dude, you took a long time. So, I don't know. Home games, I don't think, a shot clock should be there. Regular, like, 1-2 stakes in the
home game,
thing.
people are a lot more open about calling clock on you also.
And we're all
as well.
usually among friends and stuff.
Exactly. Well, but professionals won't call clock on another player. It's just not.
It's just not etiquette, whatever, unless you really take a while. But, for those, I guess, the feature TV tables and stuff, maybe, shot clock does make sense. Even like, the top pros who do take a lot of time, when you ask them and stuff, a shot clock could be good. It forces you to think faster. And of course, for the audience that's watching at home, it's much more interesting.
Well, what they should do is they should have it like on online poker, where you have some sort of time bank, and that way, you have the ability to take some time on the hands that require the time.
Sure.
But
so you throw in a chip, like a time
absolutely.
bank
But
chip.
let me tell you something, okay? Because if we're already talking about the inexperienced amateur fish players, having that stall tactic, that's worth a lot, because you know how many times I hit the payout just because you stall the table. It's wonderful. When you're playing it, whenever you're playing, and there are 500 tables that are going to hit the payout, right? So people are dropping like flies. If you take an extra 30 seconds here, an extra 30 seconds there, it pays off.
Yeah, well,
you get your buy-in back. This is how you make the big bucks as a fish.
And if you think Shimmy the Fish can stall and, sort of like, do those type of tactics, there was a story that just blew everybody's mind. It got mainstream exposure in like the New York Post. A dead guy, really. He, his friends, after he was dead, their custom in, I think it was Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah. Yep.
They basically dressed him up and they put him at the poker table.
Sunglasses and visor and all.
The whole deal. And they were all just sort of like, not actually, I guess they played poker with him at the table. It was a little spooky, a little freaky.
Strange.
A little weird.
Robbie, when you go, do you want us to put you in your PCA jacket and the hat? And send you off in style?
When I go.
When
I like
you go.
Thanks. I'll already have all the money by then, so
There you
it'll take
go.
that long for you guys to win it off of me. But no, it was very interesting, spook. Definitely, I guess, the gimmick of the year. I don't know what you want to call that. The poor guy, I mean, he's literally dead. You see the footage,
Yeah.
you know, he's got, it looked a little weird.
His friends looked like they were having a great time.
Yeah, and like clearly they didn't do it for the press exposure or anything like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
a bad night for him.
Yeah.
It was just a bad beat after bad beat. He was drawing dead half the time. Oh, I did it.
He
I
did
did
it.
it.
Yeah, I'm sure he's like the first one to use that line.
Totally. No one's ever used that, right?
Right.
There you go.
Speaking of trends that will never catch on, that's actually one of our topics that we're going to
Well,
be
let's
talking.
hope this one doesn't catch on.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't-
that's the last poker dead guy we want to see. You
Yeah.
know, maybe Weekend at Bernie's. That was a good movie, though.
Okay. All right.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Sorry, man.
Oh, a reference that Shimi didn't get. Look at
Oh,
that.
Lord.
Okay.
Was that a
Poker
book?
trend-
A song? A movie?
Good Lord. Okay, there
are,
is hope.
There are things I don't know
There
outside
are
of poker.
things. Yes. Okay. So, trends that will never catch on. Go for it, Shim.
Trends that will never catch on. Well, it was a great article, but you know what? I want to see. Yeah, I want to go over some trends that we will never see catch on. You know, what type of tournament trend would they give it a shot and would just never take off? And I've got one for you.
Okay.
I want to see one time, just one time, because it'll never catch on. A Hunger Games tournament. Hunger Games tournament. Okay, a poker tournament battle royale to the death.
Really? Are you using your one time on it? He said you
I
wanna
would
see it
hope
one
so.
time.
You know, may the odds be in your favor. That's.
He's using his one
I'm
time
using-
to promote a Hunger Games poker
You heard
tournament.
it first here. It is copyrighted by us, but probably also by Hunger
This
Games.
is also the only time you will ever hear about such a tournament type of thing.
What trend would you think would never
catch on? I don't know. Like not preparing for a game, like we didn't prepare for the show, because I really can't think of a single one. But like not preparing for a poker tournament.
For poker. You prepare for poker tournaments?
I'm always prepared for a poker tournament.
Oh, nice.
Not like Shimi the Fish.
That's-
Anyway, clearly we don't have much to talk about on this topic, but
But
if
it's
you
a great
go-
article.
It is a
He
great
had
article.
some good ideas.
Was it James, right? James wrote it.
I mean, there
Check
were
it,
some
yeah.
trends that didn't come through. I
Yeah, it
like
was
the
like
bubble
some-
insurance.
the bubble
which was,
insurance?
You know, that's actually very clever. That's very clever because you're always, I don't know, I mean, I'm not
What's-
sure if
what's
you've been-
bubble insurance for
Bubble
those who don't
insurance
know?
is if you're at that stage in a tournament where you're just before the bubble
Right.
and you don't know if you want to be playing hands. That's when most players
Right,
will
'cause you
actually
wanna make the
tighten up
money,
their
right.
game. And this is one of the few times where you might be correct in folding pocket aces. Because
Fish.
well, look, you know, if you don't have the stack to go that far, you want to make sure to capitalize on the money that you're going to be getting. You want to hit that bubble.
Right.
And there are times. There was actually a tournament where they spoke about that. There was that the player played pocket aces, and they said that he was wrong to play it. Absolutely, because the reason he had a stack that he could have just waited it out, and I think it was like the top 10 players got a ticket to move onwards. It was a qualifier.
Also, like, you know, if you're playing in the main event, which is a $10,000 buy-in at the World Series of Poker, and like the min cash is like $15,000.
That's a lot of money for
It's a
some
lot of
people.
money. So, but they were aces. $5,000 extra. Now, $15,000 in your pocket. So look at that. We learned something poker strategy from Shimi
with
the
this
Fish.
trend, you were able to actually buy insurance. That if you bubbled out, you got your buy-in back, and then you could, you know, you had the opportunity to open up your game a little bit when you were in that situation.
Right, but bubble insurance?
Bubble insurance.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, God, wouldn't you take that if you're in that situation where you get your buy-in back? The way it works is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you go out 20 places before the bubble, you get your buy-in back.
Ah, okay. I don't know. We'll leave it up to you guys. What do you think? You like bubble insurance?
Leave a comment.
On where?
On YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube. Cover YouTube.
Here on
Twitter,
YouTube, on
Facebook.
Come on, there we go.
Comment somewhere.
On Twitter, at Poker Update. Facebook, look for Poker Update on Facebook. Always love to see your comments there. Well, you know, that's where we are. We're engaging with you guys. Anytime you like it, you share it. Makes us happy here.
Would you buy bubble insurance?
Exactly. Let's put some life into this broadcast. Another article we talked about here. Putting some life into your home poker games. Now, we love playing home games.
Home game? Yeah, no.
You know why I love playing home games, Jim?
Changing it up. Why do you love playing home
Because this
games?
guy's at the table. It's like
Yeah.
guaranteed. Honey, I'm going to make money. I'll see you soon.
Let's remind Robbie about that time where I straddled with pocket aces.
That was one time.
one time.
All the other times.
One time, baby.
It's okay. We're good. Home
But
games.
home
How
games,
do you put life into a home
You
game?
need to
Shim?
keep changing things up with home games. You know, with when you're playing in professional events, so it's strictly one. You're playing Texas, you're playing Omaha. You don't really have a lot of room to change up. When you're playing a home game, you could have. There's a lot of flexibility.
Oh, like dealer's choice kind of games.
Absolutely.
I love doing that stuff.
Or you
Wild
throw out
games.
crazy games. Let's play some Cincinnati. Who here knows what Cincinnati is?
No idea what he's
This
talking
guy
about.
doesn't.
No.
But things like
Not
that.
a real game.
It's a
The
real.
Cincinnati Kid was a poker movie.
Cincinnati, a little bit crazy. You get dealt 5 pocket cards. 5 pocket cards.
And what do you do with them?
And you just play it.
And
It's like
is there
Texas.
a board?
No, there's a board. You
There's a
play.
board?
You deal it out like Texas. Only instead of 2 pocket cards, you got 5. It's insane. I do not recommend it to
Jimmy,
people.
we already passed the poker trends that won't catch on topic.
There
We're
you
onto the new
go.
topic.
There you go.
How do you put some life into home games? One of the things, obviously, you can play dealer's choice. Now, in our dealer's choice game, we don't do a whole orbit of one game. Every single time the button moves, new game. That definitely changes things up. Another thing you can do, which was suggested in the article, charity. Have a charity component. That's a really good thing to do. You can order pizza. That's always very fun.
Food always works.
Food.
You know, in my private game,
Fish
the WPT,
food.
the Weiss Poker Tour, please don't sue me, WPT. So in my private game, we like to add in a lot of little gimmicks. You know, we do. We
We like gimmicks?
Absolutely gimmicks. So we have like little rebuy chips. You know, we had a knockout tournament where we printed out the portrait of people's faces, the profile of people's faces, and planted it onto a knockout chip. So everyone, you actually played in that. You didn't do too well. You didn't hit the money, but neither did I.
Know what he's
But
saying.
anyway, so you played. You've got your little knockout chip, and someone knocks you out. They get a little bonus, and they have a chip with your face on it.
Well, there's definitely a lot of fun ways to inject some fun into a home game. What's another one that we did? Can't think of one.
Bounties. I always love bounties.
Oh, bounties. Okay.
Bounties. You put a bounty on a player.
So it has to be a tournament then.
It has to be a tournament, absolutely. Although
I
you
wonder
could
like a bounty cash game.
bounty cash game. Actually, that'd be
If you felt somebody, then you get like extra money.
nice.
That'd be interesting.
Or you force someone out to rebuy. Someone really just pisses you off. You know, they pull out those pocket 2s against your pocket aces. And
You know what I say about being pissed off?
Better to be pissed
Better
off.
to be pissed off than pissed on.
There you go.
You know?
A wise man once said that, and so did Robbie.
Yeah. Okay, looks like we should be moving on from the home game topic. Last topic we're going to discuss here. Do you suffer from one of these 5 bad poker habits? Now,
Yes.
Yes. Right. So I was exactly what I was saying. Jimmy's going to take the lead on this one as someone
All
who
5.
Yes.
All
What bad
5
poker
extreme
habits do
older
you
than 10
suffer
fingers.
from, Shimmy, other than losing?
What bad habits? Well, you know, I gotta tell you, I think I build up my image a little bit more than I have to, and I'll tell you how you do this. You can have a lot of fun with this, and it actually is a little bit entertaining. If you have a really good poker night, and it's talking specifically about a friendly poker game.
You mean like a really good poker night, like you're winning a lot?
Yeah, no, you came out on top. You take money aside and you
Okay.
put it aside to have a crazy night. And I actually, you don't tell anyone about this. You go to the next game ready to have a crazy night where you start calling all the long odds. You start calling
It's like call?
with 7-2. Call. I had a night where I was up $500. I took $300. I put it aside, and the next time I played with the same crowd, I went nuts. I went nuts going for that 3-outer, going for that 2-outer, and you show people the cards. So all of a sudden, everyone's looking at the guy and it's like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I mean, it's one of those 5 bad poker habits, though.
Well, the thing is, though, it's an investment because the next time you go, and we actually, they speak about it in the article, people tend to remember the mistakes you've made. So the next time you go, you tighten up your game again, and all of a sudden you get a really nice payout. Because everyone's going to remember you as, oh, yeah, he calls with everything.
That's really interesting. He basically put a 3-minute dissertation together to try to explain how a bad poker habit is a poker strategy.
Exactly.
At Shimmy the Fish.
This is
Twitter.
what we call denial. It's not just a river in Egypt.
Okay, Shim, I think everyone, if you're still watching, you know.
Of course they're still watching. Everyone's waiting for Name That Pro.
For Name That Pro.
Robbie is in the hot seat, right?
Time for Name That Pro, sponsored by nobody.
Welcome back, and we're ready for Name That Pro with Robbie answering the questions.
No.
No, wait, no, what? No. Oh, crap.
Shimmy's in the hot seat.
It was worth a shot, right?
Name That Pro, sponsored by nobody, coming right up. Are you ready, Shim?
No.
Pre-flop. Let's have a guess. Who's that pro, Shim?
All right, pre-flop, I'm gonna throw it out there, and you know what? I'm going to name my wife. My wife is the professional player. It is Miriam Weiss.
No. Let's head
Yeah,
to
I
let's
wasn't
head
really
to the
expecting
flop.
that.
Clue number one, Shimi, for Name That Pro. This player has often played poker with Jesus.
Okay, so hold on a second. He's played poker with Jesus.
It's a he.
It's a he.
It is a he.
Oh gosh! All right, I'm gonna have to throw this out there, and I gotta say it's Chris Ferguson.
No.
No, isn't it? Well, his nickname. I wasn't wrong there, right? That was a
With
good guess.
Jesus.
So he played with Chris Ferguson.
attention
All
to
right,
the
we've
clue.
got some.
Okay, sort of a clue, I guess. Clue number two, the turn. Fans, or maybe haters of this player, once found a cookie that looked like him, and the image went viral.
That hate playing with this
Great clue. Who
player.
came up with this stuff?
You already know it.
Well, yeah, because I see the answer.
Oh, you're such a jerk.
I don't think Shimi would get the answer if we gave him the answer.
We'll try that. Give me the answer later. That's
Okay.
a cookie of.
It's not Chris Ferguson.
It's not Chris Ferguson, and it is a guy.
Yes.
So you know what? We're just gonna have to throw something out there, and I'm gonna have to go with one of my fans. You know, one of the people who voted for me, and I'm gonna have to go. Let's give it Elke.
Elke, a
Let's
great
go
guess.
for Elke.
A great
Come on.
incorrect guess.
Oh, come on!
The River.
This is my last chance.
Clue number three.
It's gonna happen. One of these days, I will get that Name That Pro, maybe.
Not today.
Not today.
This is the one poker player whose reputation for borrowing is so bad that it makes Chino Reem look financially responsible. Ooh, yeah, we went there. Sorry, Chino. I didn't write it, I promise. But yeah.
Reputation for borrowing. Oh shoot, we talked about this person. Oh my God, what was his name?
Can we get a shot clock?
No shot clock. What was his name? What was his name? Give me a hint. Something.
I gave you 3 clues.
Oh, dude. Oh no. All right.
Clock.
All right. So who's in debt?
5,
Who's
4.
in debt?
Throw out a name, Shim.
Mizrahi. Michael Mizrahi. Come on.
No cheers for
Nothing.
you, sir. The answer is T.J. Cloutier.
Oh. Yeah. I totally would have gotten
T.J.
that one.
Cloutier is an old school
Oh,
poker
wow.
player. First of all, he's this pro. Name That Pro is T.J.
All right. So
Cloutier.
why is his why wouldn't he get what?
Well,
was it?
apparently he has a bad reputation
for
for
borrowing
borrowing. But aside from that, he's old school poker player. He finished second to Chris Jesus Ferguson. I think it was in 2000.
I got that. He was playing with Jesus.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I got a reference.
At the main, I think he finished actually twice second in the main event. He's got bracelets. He is definitely a poker legend. Look him up on Wikipedia. T.J. Cloutier,
certainly
definitely
will.
someone you should know. And that's what Name That Pro is also about. You know, not just making fun of people who can't guess from clearly straight obvious clues, but also teaching you a little bit about pros that you may not hear about on a regular basis.
You're gonna have to explain to me that cookie reference.
Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in to this week's Weekly Burn and Turn. I'm Robbie Straczynski.
And I'm Shimmy the Fish.
And be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel.